So, you want to be successful. Well, how do you get there? Or how do you find the advice to get there? And how do you measure conflicting or confusing advice? And how will you know when you're successful? Well, you want to choose the right mentor. The fact is, folks, be your own mentor. Remember to KISS. Keep it simple, solution wise. And the fact is, all paths lead to the same place. It doesn't matter whose 5 step, 6 step, 7 step, 8 step, whatever program you're on, they're all going to get you to the same place. So, let's define success. Now, just for the fun of it, sometimes on a slow day, go to google.com and search on define success and be prepared to be absolutely amazed at the results. The range is going to be from the nebulous wealth and fame stuff to, some simplistic self-satisfaction. And there's all the variations in between, including all the layers of the societal and family pressures to perform. So, I recommend spending a few minutes creating your own personal definition of success. This is going to be your foundation for the future. My definition is pretty simple. Success for me is based upon a very simple, an outcome is based on an action. So, let me explain this for you. I chose to be a successful person, and I had a goal of seeing myself as a successful person. A requirement for this was to see this every minute of my day so that there was no unsuccessful time in there. The next step was to examine the ways that I could accomplish this. I didn't want to measure it in terms of money or fame, and I also realized that sometimes our outcome from an action was less than what we expected or intended, and yet I had a measurable outcome. For example, if I took a sip of my morning coffee and managed to get all of it in my mouth, then I successfully took a sip. If, however, some of the coffee landed, shall we say, south of my mouth, then my success also included the possibility of clean clothes sooner or later in the day. It was still a successful outcome. It did not necessarily have to follow my original intention, just had to have an outcome. The result was I had my definition, and it translated into all areas of my life. It had the money part, the recognition, and all the things that society and others called it. So, now that we have our definition of success, or at least mine, just how does it work? And how do we make it the transition from where we are to where we want to be? Again, keep it a very simple step. Be certain. Certainty. Certainty is the grease for all the sticky things in life and glue for all the slipping things in life. So take a moment, let's use an example here. Take a moment to think of something that you do with excellence and ease. Anything in your life you're really good at, whether it's cooking, driving, walking, talking, reading, writing, music, art, anything you're really excellent at. And think about someone that you know or you've seen who acts with certainty in their life. Could be the server in the restaurant who never writes down orders and always gets everybody exactly the right thing at the right time and seems to know exactly when to show up to check on you to see if you want more or you want a refill or some extra thing. Or that short order cook who manages to have an array of orders all across the grills and everything else, and everything comes out perfectly every time. So now, measure your certainty of success when you perform your excellent task. Now, can you bring your sense of certainty and excellence into other areas of your life? Can you see your business with that same certainty of success? Start your day by noticing all the things you do successfully. Okay? Make it simple. Keep it in tiny increments. Placing your coffee cup on the counter where you're successful. Picking up the coffee pot where you're successful. Pouring the coffee where you're successful. Did you pour it into the cup all or maybe some on the counter? Still successful. And putting the pot back without breaking it or burning your hand. Each tiny step is an action that has an outcome. So label each step in your mind as successful, whether you had the spill or drip or not, or you had the success. Now, did you successfully arrive at your desk this morning, or did you successfully get sidetracked? Were you successfully on time, or were you successfully late? Add humor to your less than desirable successes. Hey, make spills and accidents funny. If you don't laugh at it, then no one else will, and you'll get in that rut of lack of success. So, what's your next step now that you have a new tool in your toolbox? Apply it to your life. Make it a part of your daily routine. See what possibilities exist for you to expand your success to bigger and better things. I mean, are you in business now? Or you're looking for a business now? Or you're just starting the transition from worker bee to entrepreneur? Or hey, are you happy in your job? Add your certainty layer. Know that many others in life are successful and were successful, so you can be successful. My name is Don Silver. I'm the luxury vagabond. I'm an entrepreneur, world traveler, international trainer, and success mentor. You can visit my website at www.ourbusinessoverview.com.